All right, sorry about that. We're back up and running. All right, I apologize for that. Had some technical difficulties. Heat 4 of the 100 breaststroke is in the water. It's like Ty in the middle of the lane, and in lane 2 is Dylan. And finishing is Ty. Thanks, Michael. Appreciate it. Ty in lane number 4.
Here we go.
Heat 5 to the blocks.
Yo, Emily, let's go, Isaiah.
All right, in the water is your final heat, Heat 5 of the 100-yard breaststroke. Lane 1, Emily. Sonia in 2. Isaiah in 3. Casey in 4. Daniel in 5. Connor in 6. Ben is in 7. And Ella in lane 8. This is your final heat, event 18, 100-yard breaststroke. Next up is going to be event 19, 200 backstroke. Should have everybody at the ready bench. Turning first at the 50 is Casey in lane number 4, followed closely by Daniel in lane 5. And coming to the wall is Casey with an unofficial time of 58.4. 58.4. That's first time under WLOO. Congratulations. Now up is event 19, the 200 back. We'll have 2 heats in this event, followed by a 10-minute break, after the second heat of the 200 backstroke. Heat 1, 200 back. In the waters, heat 1 of 2 heats in the 200 backstroke. In lane 1 is Phoenix, Iris in 2, Ava in 3, Sydney in 4, Catherine in 5, Fiona in 6, Izzy in 7, and Izzy in 8. It's like Ava and Sydney here at the middle of the pool, lanes 3 and lane 4. Talk with him. And still Ava in lane 3. Sydney in 4, and over in 6 is Fiona. It's like Fiona's in front here at the 100 turn. Still Fiona at the 150 in lane 6. Ava in lane 3. Sydney in lane 4. Coming into the finish in lane 6, Fiona, followed by Ava in lane 4. Unofficial time, 2:18, 2:20 for Ava, and 2:23 for Sydney. Next up, heat 2. This will be your final heat of the 200 backstroke. In the water is heat 2, final heat of the 200 backstroke. In lane 1, here at the bottom of the screen is Ace. Zach is in lane 2. Matthew in 3. Noah in 4. Isaac in 5. Owen in 6. Kevin in lane 7. And Grace in lane number 8. Looks like Isaac's out to the early lead at the 50, followed by Noah. Lane 5, lane 4. And a lot of the rest of the field. Isaac in lane 5, turning at 58.6, followed by Noah. Isaac in lane 5, split a 31.3. There's Noah in lane 4. If Isaac's going to go under 200, he's going to have to drop a 29 something to get under. It's going to be close. And unofficial time, 2:01.1, 2:01.1. Nice time drop. Here's Noah, 2:08. Okay, next up we have a 10-minute break. Over in the NFC Championship game at 7:33 in the first quarter, Buccaneers 7 and Packers nothing. Bucks 7, Packers nothing. All right, our next three events, we have event number 20, the 100 freestyle, followed by 21, 200 butterfly, followed by event 22, the 100 backstroke. If you're in the 100-yard freestyle, there's only 8 heats. Please head to the ready bench. Please head to the ready bench. We have, after the 100 free, we'll have 2 heats of the 2 fly, and then again the 100 backstroke. Just want to give a quick shout out to everybody out there in the parking lot. I know it's a bit misty. See some umbrellas and caps, et cetera, et cetera. Thanks for coming out, cheering on our swimmers. Just a reminder also for Waterloo fans, your registration deadline for the meet next weekend is tomorrow. It's tomorrow. And we're going to have a couple events on the 30th. That's on Saturday afternoon. It's like a 4:30 warm-up. The meet will start next Saturday at 5:30. And we'll have the 1,000 followed by the 500 and the 1,650. So your distance events will be on Saturday next weekend. And then our 12 and under AM session followed by the 13 and over afternoon session. That'll be next Saturday, the 30th, and Sunday the 31st. Please make sure you're registered by tomorrow for that event. Okay, now up as our officials are coming back and the timers are back in their spots is event number 20, the 100-yard freestyle. We will have 8 heats in this event. All right, heat 1 on the blocks. In the water is heat 1 of 8 heats in the 100-yard freestyle. Lane number 1 at the bottom of our screen, Catherine, Luke in 2, Matthew in 3, Dean's in 4, Peyton in 5, Liam in 6, and Natalie towards the top of your screen in lane number 7. Like Matthew followed by Liam. Pretty tight race out front. Liam with 10 yards remaining. Dean and Peyton pretty close for 3rd. Nice swims. All right, heat 2 behind the blocks. Heat 2 in the water. Heat 2 of 8 in lane number 1. Jacob, Grace in 2. Nathan in 3. Lauren in 4. Jermaine in 5. Jordan in 6. Addison in 7. And Tyler in lane number 8. Heat 2 on the water. Looks like Nathan in lane 3, an early lead. Turning at the 75, it's still Nathan. And Nathan at the finish. Nice race. Heat 3 behind the blocks. In the water is Heat 3 of 8, 100-yard freestyle. Vincent's in lane number 1. Malvika is in lane 2. Sarah in 3. Coy in lane 4. Roll in lane 6. Noah in 7. And Parker in lane number 8. Looks like Parker in lane 8 is out to the early lead at the 50. Parker continues to lead out there in lane number 8, followed by 6 and 4. And coming into the finish with an unofficial time of 55.8. 55.8. Nice swim, Parker. So, NFL fans, just a quick update into the first quarter. Bucks lead 7-0 over the Packers. Heat 4. In the water is Heat 4 of 8. 100-yard freestyle. Lane 1, Tim, Natalie in 2. Jaden in 3. Ava in 4. Chance in 5. Matthew in 6. Riley in 7. And Jack in lane number 8. Looks like Natalie in lane 2 and Jack in lane 8 out for the early lead. Natalie in 2 and Jack in 8. Looks like Jack in lane 8 has edged ahead. Ava in lane 4 is moving up, and at the finish, Jack, unofficial time of 57.5. 57.5. Nice drop from 101.3. You're in the 200 butterfly. It's time to start heading to the ready bench. Next up, Heat 5, 100 freestyle on the blocks. In In the water is heat 5 of 8 100-yard freestyle. Bottom of your screen, lane 1, Emily. Grayson in 2. Abigail in 3. Tyler in 4. Emmy in 5. Matthew in 6. Sarthik in 7. Mackenzie in lane 8. It's like Tyler in lane 4, out to an early lead. Followed closely by Matthew in lane 6. Again, if you're in the 200 butterfly, please head to the ready bench. There's only 2 heats there, and we have 3 left in this one. Coming into the finish, lane number 6, an unofficial time of 55.7. 55.7. There's a new best time right there. Heat 6 behind the blocks. And a quick update from the NFC Championship game. It's now tied up. Bucks and Pack 7 apiece. Tied up 7 apiece. Heat 6 of 8 in the water. Lane 1, Ty. Nash in lane 2. Abigail in 3. Preston 4. Aiden 5. Casey 6. Sydney 7. And Ace in 8. Pretty tight race here at the 50. Preston with a slight lead. Turning at 26 flat. Like Casey's chasing him down over there in 6. Preston in lane 4 continues to lead the heat. Underneath the flags, touching with an unofficial time of 54.4. 54.4. Heat 7 to the blocks. In the water is heat 7, your second to last heat in the 100-yard freestyle. Here lane 1 is Meredith. Kai is in 2. Robert in lane 3. Ivan in 4. Dre in 5. Johnny in 6. Daniel in 7. And Keegan in lane number 8. Lane 2, Kai out at the 50. Kai continues to lead at the 75, right down here in lane number 2 as you see him coming across the screen. Underneath the flags with an unofficial time of 51.4. 51.4. That's about a 3-second time drop. Good swims. Next up behind the blocks is your final heat, heat 8. In the water is your final heat, heat 8 of the 100-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Luke, Sebastian in 2, Ethan in 3, Grady in 4, Patrick in 5, Octavio in 7 and Raphael in 8. Turning first is Ethan, followed by nearly everybody else. And coming into the finish with an unofficial 45 flat, Ethan. Good swim. Next up, we have the 200 butterfly. We have 2 heats in this event. Those should be at the ready bench, and I'd like to also see the first 3 heats of the 100-yard backstroke. The first 3 heats of the 100-yard backstroke. Head to the ready bench. All right, now in the water is event 21, the 200 butterfly. Heat number 1 in lane 2 is Bella. Danny's in 3, Stephanie in 4, Audrey's in 5, Izzy's in 6, and Delaney in 7.
Get on that last heat. What was your hand time on here?
45 flat.
45 flat.
45 flat.
45 flat.
All right, if you're in the 100-yard backstroke, please head to the ready bench. You're in the 100-yard backstroke, please head to the ready bench. There's only 2 heats of the 2 fly here. All right, at the 100, turning first is Stephanie with a 104.2. Looks like we have a couple swimmers in this event. First time swimming the 2 fly for Bella, Danny. Looks like Audrey's first time, Izzy and Delaney's first time swimming the 2 fly. Congratulations. And in lane 4, Stephanie finishing with an unofficial time of 2:24, time drop of about 5 seconds. Heat 2 on the blocks. In the water is heat 2, your final heat of the 200 butterfly. Lane number 1 is Grace. Lane 2, Miranda. Sunny in 3. Grady in 4. Aaron in 5. Sonia in 6. Fiona in 7. And Kaylee in lane 8. Just note our swimmer Grady in lane number 4, 2 heats ago, was swimming in the 100 freestyle. Tough back to back. Out of the lead, lane number 3 is Sunny, followed by Grady, Aaron, and Sonia. Turning at the 100 in a 52.5, Sunny in lane 3. Got a close race for second in lanes 4, 5, and 6. Here's Sunny turning at the 150 with a 50 left. Looks like Aaron in lane 5 has put a little bit more of a lead on Grady and Sonia. And finishing in lane 3 with an unofficial time of 1:55.1, Sunny. And Aaron in second, followed by Grady and Sonia. Next up, we'll have 6 heats of the 100 backstroke. 6 heats of the 100 backstroke, followed by a 10-minute break. Heat 1 on the blocks, 100 backstroke. In the water is first of 6 heats in the 100 backstroke. Rima is in lane 3, Andrew in 4, and Taylor in lane 5. The event 22. After this event is over, after the 6th heat, we will have a 10-minute break. Just a quick update on NFL. The Bucs are now up 14-7 over the Packers with 12:24 left in the second quarter. Coming into the finish, lane number 4, Andrew, closely followed by Taylor. And Taylor, I think, might have just outtouched him. Unofficial time of 1:17.1. That looks like a time drop for both of them. And this is Rima's first time swimming the 100 backstroke. Congratulations. And 2:47, unofficial time for her. Nicely done. Now behind the blocks, heat number 2. All right, in the water is heat 2 of 6. In lane number 1, George. In lane 2, Lauren. Angelina in 3, Siri in 4, Tyler in 5, Liam in 6, and Addison in lane 7. Like Siri's out to lead in lane number 4 with a split of 32 flat. Followed by Liam over in 6. Siri, Liam, and Tyler. Tyler are your 1, 2, 3. And finishing with an unofficial 107.4 is Siri in lane number 4. Looks like that's a 3+ second time drop for her. Next up, heat 3, 100 backstroke. In the waters, heat 3 of 6, 100 backstroke. Lane 1, Nash. Nathan in 2, ZJ in 3, Sophia in 4, Chloe in 5, Claire in 6, Sarthik in lane 7. ZJ in lane 3 is off to an early lead. Got some good underwater dolphin kicks. Turning at a 30-point low. ZJ lane 3. And ZJ in with 102 flat, unofficial time. It's about a 5-second drop for him. Congratulations. Now behind the blocks, heat 4. Heat 4. In the waters, heat 4 of 6, 100 backstroke. Ella's in 1, Stella is in 2, Grayson in 3, Tyler in 4, Sydney in 5, Emily in 6, Ava in 7, and Iris in lane number 8. Down here at the bottom of your screen, Ella is taking the lead here coming into the first 50. Split a 30.6. It's like Emily out there in lane 6. And coming into the finish, lane 1, Ella, an unofficial time, 1:03.1. It's a nice 3-second time drop for her. Now behind the blocks, heat number 5. In the water is heat 5, your second to last heat in the 100 backstroke. In lane 2, Dylan, Aaron in 3, Ben is in 4, Matthews in 5, Dre's in 6, Robert in 7, and Owen in lane 8. Like Ben's leading us out here with a 29-1 at the 50, working his dolphin kicks. And in lane 4, Ben with an unofficial 59.6. It's a good 2-second time drop. Next up, your final heat, followed by a 10-minute break. This is heat 6. In the waters, heat 6, your final heat of event 22, 100-yard backstroke. In lane number 1, Charlotte, Meredith in 2, Aiden in 3, Noah in 4, Johnny in 5, Raphael in 6, Kevin in 7, and Zach in lane number 8. Looking across the pool, lane 6, Raphael has the early lead here at the 50, turning in a 27.6. Good dolphin kicks off of that turn. The field is closing. Lane 3, Aiden coming in, and it's Raphael at the finish, 57.7. It's about less than a second time drop, but nevertheless a personal best for him. All right, we now have a 10-minute break. We'll see you on the other side with the following events, the 200 IM, 50 free, and 200 breaststroke. Just a quick NFL update. Looks like with 5:13 left in the first half, 14-7 Buccaneers over the Packers. 14-7. Just a reminder, if you're not a subscriber to Waterloo Swimming's YouTube channel, please do so and turn your notifications on. When we go live on our meets, it'll pop up with your notification. And it looks like the Packers have just scored with just under 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Now down 14-10, with the Bucks leading the pack. it's time for event 23. 4 heats in this 200 IM. In the water is your first heat of 4. In lane number 2, Natalie, Sophia's in 3, Noah's in 4, Sarah's in 5, Tarun's in 6, and Roel's in 7, of which he is out. Racing fast in this first 50. And if you're swimming the 2 IM, you should be at the ready bench by now. There's only 4 short heats. Roel still leading at the 100 after the backstroke. Between Sophia, Noah, and Sarah, pretty close for second place. Looks like Noah's closing the gap on Roel. And turning at the 150 with 50 free left is Noah. And coming into the finish is Noah, followed by Roel. All right, behind the blocks, heat 2. You're in the 50 freestyle in event number 24. It is time to make your way to the ready bench. There is only 6 heats. If you're in event 24, the 50 freestyle, please make your way to the ready bench. In the water is heat 2 of 4 for the 200-yard IM. In lane 1, Chance, Catherine in 2, Laura in 3, Ty in 4, Angela in 5, Patrick in 6, Ashley in 7, and Abby in lane number 8. It's like Ty out to the early lead in lane 4. Followed closely by Patrick and Laura. And Ty continues to lead out of lane 4. Again, Laura and Patrick. Turning first at the 150 is Ty, followed by Patrick over in lane 6. Just a 50 freestyle left. Finishing up this heat, lane 4, Ty, Patrick in 6. Nice races, guys. Heat 3 behind the blocks. In the water is heat 3 of 4, your second to last heat. In lane number 2, Francesca. Hadley's in 3, Preston in 4, Zach in 5, Octavio in 6, Tim in 7, and Bella in lane number 8. And in lane number 6, Octavio's leading at the end of the backstroke leg. Hadley's closed the gap in 3 with Zach and Preston. Octavio continues to lead over there in lane 6. Zach is catching him here on the breaststroke leg, followed by Preston. And at the turn is Octavio, Zach, and Preston with the 50 left. And Octavio wins the heat, followed by Zach and Preston. Nice job, guys.
Go, Isaiah. Go, Emily.
Up next, heat 4, your final heat of the 2IM.
Let's go, guys.
All right, your final heat, heat 4 is in the water. Ivan in 1, Daniel in 2, Jasper in 3, Isaiah's in 4, Patrick in 5, Emily in 6, Luke in 7, and Casey in 8. Jasper and Isaiah are out to an early lead. Again, all of our Event 2450 freestylers should be at the ready bench now. Again, there's only 6 heats. Turning after the backstroke is Jasper, followed closely by Isaiah. Emily and Patrick in 5 and 6 are racing it out for 3rd place. And Isaiah, Jasper almost touching at the same time with the 50 left. Looks like Emily's pulled a little bit ahead for 3rd place over there in lane 6. And we're racing to the end. Virtual dead heat, both with an unofficial time of 1:58.3, 1:58.3. All right, up next, Event 2450 freestyle. There'll be 6 heats in this event. Heat 1 on the blocks. In the water is Heat 1 of the 50-yard freestyle. Again, there's 6 heats in this event. In lane number 1 is Luke. Lane 2, Taylor. Presley in 3, Grace in 4, Peyton in 5, and Matthew in 6. Speaking of Matthew in lane 6, coming into the finish. Good race. Heat 2 behind the blocks. In the water is Heat 2. Lane number 1, Dean. Nathan in 2. Lauren in 3. Jacob in 4. Vincent in 5. Noah in 6. Alice in 7. And Jordan in lane number 8. Down in lane 2, Nathan. Finishing with an unofficial 27-4. 27-4. There's a 2-second time drop. Heat 3 behind the blocks. Heat 3 in the water. Lane 1, Jaden, Stella in 2, Emily in 3, Mackenzie in 5. You have Liam in 6, Andrew in 7, Malvilka in lane number 8. It's like Emily in lane number 3, followed closely by Jaden in 1, and Liam over there in 6. And unofficial 26-6 for Emily in lane 3. About a second time drop for her. Heat 4 behind the blocks. In the waters, heat 4 of 6 in the 50 freestyle. Here at the bottom of our screen, lane 1, Brandon Phoenix in 2, Abigail in 3, Ace in 4, Jermaine in 5, Jack in 6, Matthew in 7, and Amelia in lane number 8. Lane 2, Phoenix, with an unofficial time of 24:66. That would be a 2-second time drop. Heat 5 behind the blocks. In the waters, heat 5 of 6 in lane 1, Coy, Grayson in 2, Meredith in 3, Kevin in 4, Keegan in 5, Aiden in 6, Zach in 7, and Nash in lane 8. Pretty dead heat in the middle of the pool. And I'd say that was Keegan's touch with a 25 flat unofficial time. Keegan in lane 5, nicely done. Heat 6, final heat behind the blocks. In the waters, the final heat, heat 6 of the 50 freestyle. Lane 1, Tyler, Sebastian in 2, Isaac in 3, Dylan in 4, Ethan in 5, Patrick in 6, Johnny in 7, and Kai in lane 8. Looks like lane number 4 is Dylan. Unofficial 22:41. That looks like right at to slightly under his best time. Nicely done. Nicely done. Next up, we have 3 heats of event 25, the 200 breaststroke. You need to make sure if you're in heats 2 or 3, you're at the ready bench. We have a 10-minute break after this. All right, in the water is the first of 3 heats in the 200-yard breaststroke. In lane 2, Stephanie, Siri in 3, Pearson 4, and Delaney in 5. like Pierce is out at the lead in lane number 4, followed by the rest of the field. Turning first at a 1:12.7 is Pierce. All right, NFL, NFC Championship at halftime now. Buccaneers 21, Packers 10. And Pierce turning at the 150, the 40.6 split on that 50. And Pierce with an unofficial time of 2:34.7. There's Stephanie with an unofficial 2:44.8. And lanes 3 and 5, pretty close for Siri and Delaney at 2:52. Now behind the blocks, heat 2. Again, we have a 10-minute break after the third heat. That's your final 10-minute break, followed by the 100 fly, 2 free, and 400 IM. In the waters, heat 2 of 3 in the 200 breaststroke. In lane number 1, George, Fiona in 2, Angela in 3, Danny in 4, Zoe in 5, Hadley in 6, Liam in 7, and Kira in lane number 8. It's like Danny in lane number 4 with an early lead. Pretty tight with the rest of the field. Turning at 35.1 on that first 50. Coming in at the 100, split of 40.8 is still Danny. Danny's extending his lead just a little bit here, coming into the 150. That last 50 was a 40.8. This one a 41.6. With a 50 left. And finishing with an unofficial time of 2:37.6, Danny. Next up, Heat 3. All right, in the water is Heat 3, your final heat of Event 25, the 2 breaststroke. In lane 1, Aaron. Casey's in 2, Isaac in 3, Thomas in 4, Tayun in 5, Sonny in 6, Ella in 7, and Zach in 8. Here at the 50 split, Thomas at 27.4. And Thomas in lane 4 continues to lead. He's at a 59.3, split a 31.9 on that 50. It's like Casey, Isaac, Sonny. Again, Thomas is split on the last one, 31.9, 32.1 on that split at the 150. And Thomas coming in lane number 4, an unofficial time 2:04.1, KC 2:07.7. All right, we have a 10-minute break, your final 10-minute break, followed by 5 heats of the 100 butterfly. All right, after this 20-minute break, we have our final 3 events. First up is the 100 butterfly. There are 5 heats. 5 heats. If you are swimming the 100 butterfly, please head to the ready bench. There are 5 heats. After that, we have our 200 freestyle, followed by the 400 IM. Again, if you're in event 26, 100 fly, please head to the ready bench.
Yeah, it's hard when like we don't have and all that stuff. Thank you for helping out.
Right out of the gate with 1 minute and 6 seconds into the opening.
There it is. The Bucks, 28-10 now. Just over a minute into the third quarter, and they score again. All right, next up is event 26, 100 fly. There will be 5 heats in this event. We should have everybody at the ready bench by now. I want to take a moment just to thank our officials. We really appreciate everything you guys do. Come out and volunteer. Spent all that time in training to learn how to officiate. We're always looking for officials. So if you're a parent, want to be on deck and help us out, just let us know. You can send us, any of us, a email, and we'll hook you up and help get you trained. right, now on the water is heat number 1. In lane 3, Ashley. Tarun is in lane 4, and Natalie in lane 5. This is the 100-yard butterfly. There are 5 heats in this event.
There's this black mesh they put to divide the property. I'm sure we're not supposed to use that, but there's some out there. Can I?
And in lane number 3, Ashley finishes up in first place. And Tarun in for second, lane number 4. And Natalie in lane number 5. Good swims. Next up, heat 2. In the water is heat 2 of 5, the 100-yard butterfly. Lane number 1, Jacob, Presley in 2, Brandon in 3, Sarthik in 4, Sydney in 5, Malvika in lane 6, Dean in 7, and Grace in lane number 8. It's like Sarthik in lane 4 out to an early lead, followed by Sydney in 5. And he turns with a 29 low. Should be a pretty good time for him. Seed time is a 1:14. And 1:05.1. Sydney comes in at a 1:09.3. Lifetime best times for the two of them. Congratulations. Now behind the blocks, heat 3. Heat 3. In the water is heat 3 of 5, Hunter Butterfly. Lane 1, Abby, Stella in 2, Laura in 3, Sydney in 4, Owen in 5, Aiden in 6, Abigail in 7, and Jordan in lane 8. It's like Aiden in lane 6, and followed by Owen in lane 5. They're at the 50. And here comes Aiden with an unofficial 00.3, just off going under 00. But again, that's an unofficial time. Now behind the blocks, heat 4. If you're in the 200 freestyle, there's 5 heats. Please be at the ready bench. 200 freestyle, event 27, please be at the ready bench. Now up heat 4. In the water is heat 4 of 5 of the 100 butterfly. Lane 1, Emmy, Ryan in 2, Phoenix in 3, ZJ in 4, Kirsten in 5, Kevin in 6, another Kevin in lane 7, and Chloe in lane number 8. It's like Ryan in lane 2 and ZJ in lane 4 are early leaders. That's ZJ to the wall with a 27 flat in lane number 4. ZJ has extended his lead just a tad over Ryan in lane 2. Here he comes, lane 4, unofficial 57.61. And that is under his lifetime best time by a second. An unofficial 57.61. Nice swim. Up next, heat 5, your final heat in the 100 butterfly. Next up, 200 freestyle. There'll be 5 heats in that event. Right now is heat 5, 100 freestyle.
Go, Ethan. Go, Emily.
In the water is the final heat, heat 5 of the 100 butterfly. Lane number 1, Parker. Lane 2, Aaron. Ethan, 3. Another Ethan in lane 4, Grady in 5, Connor in 6, Emily in 7, and Sebastian in lane number 8. In lane 4 with a 23.1, that's Ethan. His best time coming into this, seated at a 49.75. And finishing with an unofficial 49.7 flat, right at his best time. Nice swim. All right, next up is event 27. There are 5 heats in the 200-yard freestyle. If you're in event 28, our final event, the 4 IM, there are 2 heats. If you're in the first heat, start heading to the ready bench, please. All right, now up is event 27, our 200-yard freestyle. There are 5 heats in this event. This heat in lane 3 is Taylor, Addison in 4, Peyton in 5, and Roel in lane number 6. Roel's out Turning at a 29 flat. 29 flat. And Royale, excuse me, at a 102.6. That was a 33.6 on that 50. Turning at the 150, Royale, split of a 34.7. That's up a little bit from the 33.6. I see Royale has a no-time entry. This is his first time swimming this, and he finishes in a 2:11.9 unofficial. 2:11.9. Nice swim. Some Addison in lane number 4, an unofficial 2:25. That's a 3-second time drop for her. Now staging behind the blocks is heat number 2 of 5. Heat 2. In the water, heat 2 of 5, 200 freestyle. Lane number 1, Audrey. Lane number 2, Alice. Nathan in lane 3, Izzy in 4, Emil. Leah's in 5, Kira in 6, Sophia in 7, and Jordan in lane 8. Looks like Izzy's leading here in lane number 4 at the 100, 101.8. Emily's in lane 5, about a body length behind. Izzy grows her lead just a little bit. Turn with a 33.41 split. Coming into the finish of heat number 2 That's Izzy with a time of 2:07, about an 8-second time drop for her. Congratulations. Next up, Heat 3. In the water is Heat 3 of 5, 200-yard freestyle. Lane 1, Iris, Catherine in 2, Matthew in 3, Octavio in 4, Riley in 5, Claire in 6, Sophia in 7, and Danny in lane 8. It's like out to an early lead. Lane 4 is Octavio, turning at a 25-7. Again, we have 2 more heats in this event. If you're in event 28, the 400 IM, we need you at the ready bench. Octavio continues to lead. Split at the 100 is a 55 flat, a 29.3 on that. Looks like he's on track to go under 200. Here at the 150 with a split of 30.1. And coming into the finish in lane 4 is Octavio with an unofficial time of 1:54.9. Coming home at a 29.8. It's like we got Danny and Sophia up there, second, third in lanes 8 and 7 respectively. Heat 4 behind the blocks. Heat 4. In the water is the 4th of 5 heats in the 200-yard freestyle. Lane 1, Natalie. Lane 3, Jack. Matthew in 4. Casey in 5. Bella in 6. And Zoe in lane 7 towards the top of your screen. Looks like Casey in lane 5 is out early, 27.6. And Casey continues to lead heading into the 100, flipping at a 58.9, a 31.3 on that 50. Turning at the 150 with the 32.9 continues to be our leader, Casey, in lane number 5. All right, coming into the finish, lane number 5, followed by Matthew in 4. Here comes Casey with an unofficial 2:03.8. Now staging heat number 5, your final heat in the 200-yard freestyle. In the water is your final heat of the 200-yard freestyle. Here at the bottom of your screen, lane number 2 is Miranda, Tayun's in 3, Thomas in 4, Casey in 5, Sonia in 6, Preston in 7, and Grace in lane 8. It's like Thomas is out in lane 4, followed by Casey and Tayun. Thomas was out in the 23.9 for his first 50. Again, if you're the 400 IM, we only have 2 heats. You should be at the ready bench. Heat number 1 is up next. And here comes Casey out in a 52.1. Casey takes over the lead, 28.5 on that. It's like Thomas is coming back on Casey here at the end, this last 25. And our unofficial time of 148.2, 148.2. All right, our final event is event number 28, the 4 IM. We have 2 heats in this event. You're welcome. In the water is your first heat of 2 for the 4 IM. In lane number 2 is Jaden, Patrick's in 3, Liam's in 4, Izzy's in 5, and Vincent in lane 6. So far leading in lane number 3 is Patrick, followed by Izzy in 5, and Vincent in 6, Jaden in 2. The race is tightened up in first place. Your 3 middle swimmers, Patrick, Liam, and Izzy. Looks like Liam now has an extended lead by just over a body length here, coming up on our breaststroke leg. So Liam's first split on that breaststroke, 41.8. Ideally, he's a little bit faster on this next 50. Again, 41.8 on that first 50. Second 50, 42.1. Pretty close. All right, Leah comes into the wall at the 350, split a 35.7 on that 50 freestyle with the 50 remaining. Looks like Patrick is starting to challenge him just a little bit. Just don't think there's enough room for Patrick to catch him. And an unofficial 4:58.6, breaking 5 minutes. Congratulations. Some good time drops for them. Up next, Heat 2. In the water is your final race of the day. It's heat number 2 of the 4 IM. In lane 1, Ivan Roberts in 2, Luke is in 3, Raphael in 4, Kai in 5, Keegan in 6, Kaylee in 7, and Zach is in lane number 8. Lane number 4, Raphael is out in a 27 flat. Here's Raphael in lane number 4 at the 159 flat. That was a 32 flat for that split. Backstroke is one of Raphael's main strokes. Let's see if he can negative split this 100. First 50 split, 33.3. Coming in at the end of the backstroke, 33.1. That's a good job negative splitting that. On to breaststroke. Got a good little race going on down here in lane 3 and lane 2, Luke and Robert. And coming into the end of the breaststroke leg, Raphael turns at 3:19. So his seed time is a 4:21, 3:19, 1:02. We'll see what he does here on this first 50. Kind of see where he's at for getting a best time. Again, lanes 3, Luke and Robert in lane 2, racing well. 31.8 on that for Raphael. He needs to be a little bit faster than that if he's going to hit that best time of a 4:21.1. And here comes Raphael in lane number 4, finishing with a time of 4:21.7. 4:21.7, right at his best time. Nice swim. It was Kai in second. Here comes Keegan in third. Zach up in lane 8. Still down here in lane 3 and 2. Luke and Robert are battling it out. Ivan caught up just a little bit on that breaststroke. And Ivan actually Seat time 5008 goes 4:55, under 5 minutes. Congratulations to that. And Kaylee finishes in a 5:04, a little off her best time. Good swim. Again, want to thank everybody for hanging with us for the morning and for this afternoon. Thank our officials and all of our parent volunteers. We really appreciate everything you guys do. And we hope to see you next weekend. We have our distance events, the 1,000, 500, and the mile on Saturday afternoon on January 30th. Just a reminder for all of our Waterloo families, make sure you sign up. That registration deadline is tomorrow, as well as the 1st, which will be all the rest of the events with our 12 and unders in the morning and 13 aboves in the afternoon. All the best. Take care.